This is a lineup you just don't want to miss. I'm going to call off all the fabulous speakers who are going to be participating in this week's Multicultural Conference for the Multicultural Symposium series. That includes Robin Thompson, also Sharia Wade, and Keith Marion, and Zainab Ruan, and Evan O'Brien, and Dr. Georgiana Melendez, Darnley Howard, Attorney Grace Lee, Hilani Ajikaye, James Cater, Austin Elise Mayfield, Ron Ancrum, Patricia Spence, and rounding everything up, Sherry Winston. It is going to be a fabulous event, and our theme includes innovation, inspiration, and action, the impact of DEI and the worldwide pandemic. Hi, I'm Carol Copeland Thomas, and this is our 15th conference, the second multicultural conference that we've done virtually. I've done a ton of other conferences between March of 2020 and now, but this is our second multicultural conference that will be held on a virtual platform. I'm really excited about what it delivers, the people we are reaching worldwide, and how we're going to drill down talking about diversity, equity, inclusion, and multiculturalism from various perspectives. Our speakers are experts in their own field, but they're not all diversity experts. That's the good thing. So they're going to bring a fresh perspective, their own point of viewpoint, where they live location-wide. We have, I think, 4 or 5 different states that are represented in our speakers, but it's going to be done in a way where we're going to talk local, but focus and also take in the global perspective. That really is how you have to function in this virtual environment. So we're going to kick off on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern with our first session. Our headline speaker will be Robin Thompson. You don't want to miss her message. Just take it from me. You don't want to miss her message. And then we go right into our panel of experts, including best practices in diversity, equity, and inclusion. That starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. The times I'm giving you are all Eastern Daylight time because we're still on daylight savings time in this part of the United States. Then right after that panel from 3:30 until 5, we have cross-cultural dynamics and pandemic insights. How we're navigating living in a world where the pandemic is unfortunately becoming a way of life in many ways. The death count, do we really pay any attention to that? Do we pay any attention in terms of how people have had to just sort of flip everything and move to either a virtual module or a hybrid module, or being very careful when they're going back into the workplace or dealing with their community projects and activities? Then on Friday, we'll come back at 10 a.m. and have a Power Pack DEI action team talking about best practices and DEI action, the ultimate ways to move forward. Yes, we're in a pandemic right now. We pray that at some point in the near future, the pandemic will subside, will ebb, will just sort of die down and will disappear. Don't know when that will happen, but what is it going to take to really focus on these DEI issues, knowing that the landscape is changing? Then and again, that's going to be a fabulous panel starting at 10 a.m. on Friday, November 5th. We will then have at 1 o'clock Eastern, our closing keynote speaker, Patricia Spence, who is the executive director of the Urban Farming Institute of Boston. You don't want to miss that one either. I tell you, her presentation will just really make you hungry and make you salivate, but also give you some ideas about the importance of urban farming in today's landscape that we're in. We'll also honor and recognize a wonderful corporation that has been a friend for quite some time to the Multicultural Symposium series. Then we give you a little bit of a break and you come back at 7 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to really talk culture and arts and music with Sherry Winston, international jazz flutist who has been at the White House. She has performed with Stevie Wonder and a whole lot of other entertainers. This is going to be one knockout success with the Multicultural Conference of the Multicultural Symposium Series. Again, we want you there. Very easy to register. Just go to mssconnect.com, mssconnect.com. You can register. The agenda is there, the biographical profiles of all 14 speakers. The landscape, everything that you need to know about this conference will be at that website. We do want you there. It's completely free of charge. Invite your friends around the world. You'll be able to dialogue and chat with them in the chat room. This is a webinar platform, so you don't even have to worry about what your attire is, because you'll just have a chance to listen to these fabulous speakers between November 4th, Thursday, and Friday, November 5th. We want you there. Be there. Multiculturalism is really important, a way of life, and one that we'll drill down and talk about with all of these fabulous individuals. Take care. We'll see you Thursday and Friday.